Alright guys, this video is about ceilings and lights, applying your ceilings and lights. So, to do your ceiling, you're going to go to the Architecture tab, you're going to go to the Ceiling button, you're going to go to Sketch Ceiling, we're going to go to a perfect top view. You can do this in level 1 as well, either place, it doesn't matter. You're going to set your level to roof. You're going to make sure your offset is 0 feet 0 inches. Now we're going to make a rectangle or use the line tool to draw a perimeter around the inside of the walls. You will want to do garages as well. I'm just going to do that part of the house now. For now. Alright, so the next step, as you can see, you can't see in your house anymore unless you click on it. It kind of becomes transparent. But in order to apply lights, I want to show you a few things. So lights can be a little tricky. You're going to find lights in the same places you've been looking. So in your Load Autodesk family, you can search for lighting or just go to a folder for lighting. And unfortunately, they don't really show you a great image of what the light looks like. I've gone through and I've selected a bunch of these just to try them, and that's kind of what you'll have to do as well. If you look here, the ones that I've already chosen just to show you what they look like. Let's see. This is kind of an outdoor light for like a sidewalk. Ceiling lights, flat, round. That's a recessed light. I highly recommend some sort of recessed lighting in your kitchen. Most likely that's what you'll do unless you want to hang some kind of fancy light or hang several lights like over a island or whatnot. You can do that too. These recessed can lights, they stick out of the ceiling a couple inches, so they're not flush with the ceiling. They look a little weird. These ceiling lights, flat round, are flush with the ceiling, so they look a little nicer. These downlight round LEDs, they're a little odd for a kitchen. There's rectangular lights and that kind of thing as well. This recessed lamp is pretty nice. 4-inch recessed lamp, round LED you'll see. A scone light. I'm sorry, sconce. So those are just a few of the ones that I loaded here. Now, let's just say I pick one of these. Let's go to the recessed lamp. If I click on the ceiling, first of all, I can't see my rooms. I have no idea where to place the light. Well, you're just going to place them for now. You're just going to, assume where your kitchen is. You know it's in a certain location. And you're going to drop a whole bunch of them in, however many you think you need. And once you do that, we can move them later. So let's just say you need a bunch of them, like 6, whatever. What you'll do then is you'll hide the ceiling and then move them. However, these are not applied correctly. They're upside down, facing the wrong direction. So we need to change a few things. One way to do this is when you apply the light, if you click on it, it's very hard to see, but you can see these little arrows here. It says flip work plane. Now when I click on that, it flipped the light in the correct direction. Now, I need to hide this wall. I really can't see what I'm doing. So I'm going to go to the sunglasses, hide element. And now when I take a look inside here, well, I still can't see that light. That particular light because I applied it to the top of the ceiling, even though I flipped it, it's still not visible. It's on top of the ceiling. So with a light like that, you actually need to hide the wall and apply it like this by clicking underneath and attaching it to the bottom of the ceiling. And then you don't have to flip it, and it's flush with the ceiling the way it should be. Here's a bunch that I already applied. Here's that sconce. Here's a pendant, this pendant light hemisphere. You'll see that in the categories. This is the sphere sconce. This is a ceiling. I'm sorry, yeah, that is a ceiling. This is ceiling light flat round. This is another sconce. This is the downlight can recessed, which, like I said, it sticks down, which it looks maybe a little weird. And that's the ceiling light flat round. No, that's the recessed lamp. Yeah, round LED. Just to show you what they look like. So that's kind of how you have to approach this. You need to hide a wall, and your best bet is to come up and attach it to the bottom of the ceiling like this. Otherwise, you know, this is what's going to happen. Like if I do this light and come on. See, it applies it to the top facing the wrong direction. However, with this particular light, I believe I can flip the work plane, and yes, it'll show up because it's such a deep light, but it's actually, see the difference? It's flush with the top of the ceiling. It's not really applied to, it's not applied flush. Gotta escape before I do that. See, you can see the difference. This is flush to the ceiling. This is flush to the top of the ceiling. So really it's kind of embedded up into the material. But that's my recommendation for those. Like I said, once you get all your lights in place, then you can come back, and if you hide, I'll just reset the wall, and then I'm gonna hide the I'm gonna click on the ceiling, and I'm gonna hide the ceiling, and now you can see everything. You can see your lights, and you can move them accordingly within the room because you can see your walls. So now you can drag them and put them wherever you want because your view is not hindered by the ceiling. And then go back to the glasses, reset, and then your ceiling will come back. So that's how you put your ceiling in. That's how you approach lights. And remember, it is important that you have good lighting in your kitchen, because when we do a rendering, it actually will calculate the light. Lights will actually cast light. And when we do the renderings, if you don't have lights or good lighting, you'll have poor rendering. So when we print your house, your print will be too dark. So keep that in mind. You don't have to put lights in all the rooms if you're squeezed on time, but focus mainly on the kitchen. If you want to put lighting in the other rooms, that's fine too.